Como ya han de saber, varios medios de Inglaterra anunciaron de que Lucho Díaz y Liverpool se van a sentar a hablar de su contrato, especialmente de su salario, que es muy bajito comparado con los demás. Los canales de hinchas de Liverpool reaccionaron y esta semana les traigo varios videos sobre esa reacción, comenzando con el de hoy, Redmen TV, el canal más balanceado de todos, pero aquí les traigo una previa de lo que se viene esta semana.
It does look like Liverpool and Luis Díaz are going to start negotiating a new deal, which is brilliant. Because I've said all the way through, I don't understand these links to Diaz going away. I've never understood them. Why would we want to get rid of a player who is done very well for the club?
I don't think he's lived up to what he was billed to be, you know, the Sadio Mane replacement. I don't think if you were to compare their careers that, just stats-wise, that he comes anywhere close to Sadio Mane, in my opinion.
I don't mean as a disrespecting, but he's not quite Sadio Mane. I think he's a really, really good kind of player, but he brings a different kind of style to Sadio Mane, and I think Sadio Mane is probably one of the best players I've ever seen play for Liverpool, and replacing him is just a difficult challenge.
So I've been on this train for so long now, but selling Luis Díaz would actually be the wrong thing to do this year. It wouldn't make sense.
I'm wholly against giving him a new deal. I don't think he'll be worth the money that he's asking for at the age he is, with the output that he's put together.
Ahí está otra vez Tom Little, uno de los hinchas más críticos de Lucho Díaz, no lo quiere para nada. Ese video se los traigo el jueves, los otros, la compilación de los otros se los traigo el miércoles. Por cierto, yo hice un video en inglés totalmente, si no lo han visto, aquí está, si lo pueden ir a ver, o al final lo voy a poner al final también para que lo vean, de yo hablando en inglés y refutando muchas de las cosas que dijeron los hinchas de Lucho Díaz hace unas semanas. Así que disfruten ese video, le dan like cuando entren y le dan like a este también, denle like, el pulgarcito me ayuda mucho, suscríbanse también, recuerden que es gratis. Los dejo con el video de Redmen TV. Redmen TV es el canal más balanceado de todos los canales de YouTube, es digamos, el más lógico de todos, así que espero disfruten, es el más positivo. Los otros días van a ver mezclados, digamos, y el del jueves, pues de Tom Little, ya de saber cómo va a ser ese. Bueno, los dejo con el video. Y por si acaso están preguntando esto de que por qué bajé a Lucho acá y James está arriba, es porque James empieza la liguilla en México, juega contra el Cruz Azul, es ida y vuelta ya, son 8 equipos, pero allá es ida y vuelta. Juegan contra Cruz Azul el miércoles y el fin de semana la vuelta, y el que gane pasa a los cuartos de final. Así que cualquier cosa que pase con él en ese partido yo se los traigo en medio de los otros videos de Luis Díaz. Eso es todo, disfruten Redmen TV, nos vemos pronto en Golazo.
In the last month has probably been our best attacker, in lieu of Mo Salah having a little bit of a different form, maybe fatigue or whatever. Diaz has played a lot of minutes, but he doesn't play full 90 minutes a lot because him and Gakpo have an interchange with him and Jota. And he's almost took the baton recently. Like Liverpool, everyone's been talking about bad form, and I get it, but like Liverpool have won like 5 of the last 6 Premier League games, and he's had a goal involvement in pretty much all of them, going back to the Newcastle game. He's had a goal or assist every single Premier League game since. I do wonder if Liverpool are looking for reinforcements up front. Like, I'm not sure you just want to get rid of this lad.
It's like the whole thing about trying to compete in more than just the league next season. Having Cody Gakpo perform brilliantly in the first half of the season and Luis Díaz come into his own the second half of the season is perfect in that sense. I think it's also interesting over the past few years, Diaz has definitely got better as seasons have gone on. I think if you look back last season, when we were stuttering, I think it was Goodison away, Diaz was our best player.
Yeah, if you only want to turn on
like there's been a few occasions where in the last couple of years, Diaz has definitely been the one when we haven't played well to step up. When he's played on the left this season, he's actually been very good. And I think his season's only kind of been not castigated, but played down a little bit because he's not been as good when he's played up front. But he's not a centre forward, is he? So it's hard to you can't really judge him on that.
His best position is on the left, clearly, isn't it? And that's if you play him on the left, he causes trouble. He's probably our only player who attacks the byline at any time in the match, and he does it really successfully as well. And defenders, can't take their eyes off him because he really is dangerous.
What stood out for me as well was Diaz's work rate. At a time when we are saying players are tiring, the amount of times he would just track back and nick the ball off Wan-Bissaka or whoever was playing on their right hand side, and then often that's what actually settles on the break.
You are right. He's the one player I think who doesn't look tired. Like, and he's played a lot. Like, don't get me wrong, if you look at the minutes,
Plays every minute for Colombia.
Yeah,
too,
he's played a lot of football, but his engine is ridiculous. Like, he does run and run and run. It maybe not a huge surprise that he's still going at this stage of the season, because he looks like, you know, everyone praises Mo Salah for his fitness and you know, his Instagram stories in the gym every day. Luis Díaz clearly puts the graft in.
Diaz is someone that gets you off your feet, and I think Gakpo is more built, I think, to play in a system. Diaz can make something happen from nothing, and I think that's important to get people off the seats and to get the crowd up.
I think you can get the measure of Gakpo. It's difficult stopping him, even though you know what he's going to do, but he does always come back on his right foot. With Diaz, you've no idea what he's doing.
He's the only real maverick. Salah to an extent, but Salah's it's a bit different. Salah's a bit more formulaic and brilliant. Like, he's just a machine, but Diaz looks like the only one who you just don't know. He's the only one who goes either way.
He's at a great age for me. You know, you get the best 2 years out of him if you keep him now.
Yeah, because that's the thing, isn't it? It's this contract situation. What do you give a 28-year-old lad? But I think he has to stay. I know there was talk of Anthony Gordon last summer.
I think Gordon feels a bit more like a Gakpo kind of, not replacement, because Gakpo's not going anywhere, but I think he feels more like Gordon.
He is responsible for a lot of points in this title race, and it is the Mo Salah show, I get it, but like Diaz, I think, has been equally as impressive, especially since the turn of the year.
I think everyone suffers from the amount of goals Salah scores, because in comparison, it doesn't look as though we have anyone else who's scoring a lot of goals. But, you know, as you said, the left wing has scored, you know, quite a lot as a position.
Luis Díaz has been mightily impressive. I think it's been under-talked about. You know, we talk about like loads of Liverpool star players who've shone recently this season, and the big guns. I think Luis Díaz in the last, again, since February, really, has been the best attacker. I feel like sometimes we as a Liverpool supporters don't really appreciate Luis Díaz that much, because he is a top player.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a different player. We don't have anyone else who plays the game like he does.